G'day guys, Westy here. Welcome back to High Country Prospecting. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's been liking, subscribing and watching the videos so far. I really appreciate it. There's a few mines around here, in particular the Wallaby mine. I'm going to go and have a bit of a look at that. There's the old 12 head stamper that's still there. It was put in 1912 after the original one burnt down in a bushfire. So it's been there for over 100 years and it's still pretty much intact. So I'll give you guys a good look around the area and might even do a bit of panning down in the creek. We'll see how we go. Check out the size of this hole. Absolutely amazing the amount of work these old timers did. So just walked down to the entrance of the Wallaby mine here. Apparently, according to the research I've done, this goes in over 600 feet. So you'll see the old railway cart here. I'm actually walking on it at the moment. Couple of old rusted out mine carts. Had the wheels scavenged off them before. There's another old cart, this one's bigger. So based on reports, this stamper was installed in 1912 and it only ran for 2 years up until 1914 when World War I started, and this mine hasn't run since then. They first started mining here in 1869 and they were getting up to 17 ounces per tonne, which is pretty incredible. massive flywheel here. It'll come off the old steam engine used to drive the stamper. So I saw about a month ago Busted Knuckles on YouTube. If you haven't seen his channel, go and check it out, guys. He actually came, or not came here, but went to an old stamper near his area and cleaned out any of the material that was in the bottom. I'm going to do that today and just see if there's anything that's been left by the old timers, and you know, it's been here for over 100 years, 110 years, and just see if anyone hasn't worked it and cleaned it all out before. So we'll see how we go. Just having a bit more of a look around here. There's the remains of an old shovel. Very old shovel. How cool is that? If you're going to come visit old sites like this, I recommend, if you've got a dog, put him on a lead as you walk in until you sort of know what's around. Walking in here, there was heaps of shafts and old adits that just dropped straight down. You can't even see the bottom, they're that deep. But only take one wrong step and goodbye. Alright, I'll grab me crevicing tools out of my bag now and we'll clean out. Maybe go down to the creek, or maybe just I'll put the material in a bucket and take it down to another creek. It's got easier access, and pan it out there. See here remains of the old horizontal steam engine. It's got a great big piston inside it. Been a connecting rod to turn this flywheel, which in turn the gears meshed in to this like a big cam. As it went round, it would lift up each one of those stampers. So it got to the end of the cam lobe and then it would drop down, crushing whatever's below it. Pretty incredible. Be amazed how much a simple little tool like this little plasterer's tool you use when you're crevicing. One of the most important bits of gear actually. I might actually chuck some gloves on before I go digging around in this. I dare say a lot of this would just be old plant material, old leaf litter and that sort of thing that's fallen in over time and sort of decaying away. But you never know. If they were getting 17 ounces a tonne out of this, I don't think they would have been too worried about scraping this thing dry when they left. Got a bit of material out now, as you can see there. A lot of it is just old plant matter, but that's okay. Hopefully there'll be a little piece of gold. Some people might not like what I'm doing here, but as far as I can see, I'm just helping to preserve it by getting rid of any of the crap that's making it all rust. So if I can get rid of that and stop any moisture building up and, you know, plant growth rotting and that sort of thing in there, and hopefully it'll last a bit longer. Hopefully there's some gold in here. That would make my day. VWS. Old steam pipe. They didn't muck around back in the day. Look how thick it is. VWS brand, whatever that is. I'll look it up later on. Pretty cool though. All this old history. These are the old covers off the stamper. There's more of them over there. See how steep this country is. These old timers did it hard, I tell you what. Getting all this equipment in here, mining in here, just moving around it's hard, it's that bloody steep. See the gradient there. Back in 1977, due to vandalism, the National Trust recommended that this site be moved, and the Lions Club of Yackandandah was going to move it down to a park in Yak itself. They had the army engaged and everything to come in here and remove this equipment, but due to all the locals in Beechworth and Yak, they kicked up a stink about it. It never got moved. So maybe this was all together until 1977 when people vandalised it or whatever, I'm not sure. Bit of a shame really, it would have been good to see it in its original state. Anyway, I'm just glad that it's out here in the bush where it originated. You know, they haven't moved it into town yet. There's a few varying reports out there on how much gold actually came out of this mine, but from what I've been able to research, in between 1871 and 1904, approximately 6,900 ounces came out of the tunnel itself. They were moving at a rate of 20 feet a month, so the ground was very hard, super hard actually. So they've done alright really, 20 feet a month, and they got 600 feet deep. Pretty crazy. You can see these followers here that would run on the cam as it spin around, and this would lift up each batten. Just adjustable. See the markings along there? They're just held down with shims and these steel wedges that have been driven in, so they can actually change the timing of each one of these buttons. Pretty incredible that it's all still here. Feel quite privileged to be able to see it actually. Bloody unreal. So I cleaned out this first one. Got probably a pan and a half of material out of it. I'll just go into the next one, get that cleaned out. And I'll head down to a creek later on and pan it all out and see what we got. I've just lifted up this ram here. Look at this material here. Just like when it was crushed. Never been touched in over 100 years. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. Pretty exciting. I'll keep cleaning this out. I reckon there's got to be some gold here. I'm just enjoying being here really. Should have been born 150 years ago. I can't believe it, there's still all dirt here. All finely crushed dirt. I never cleaned it out. I would have. I am. Piece of stone there. Crushed stone. Alright, so I've just finished cleaning out this stamper. Quite a bit of material. And that bucket's probably half full. So I'll move over and finish off this last one. Give it a quick clean out and then I'll get out of here. The weather's starting to turn a bit sour, I think. It's just gotten really dark and the winds have picked up, so might be a bit of rain on the way. So I'll get this cleaned out and get out of here. Yeah, this one's the same. Still a heap of really coarsely ground rock. See that piece there? Chock a block, so. Handfuls of it. That rock, big chunk of quartz. some of the rock that I've pulled out of these crushers. Sorts in there really. Just chock a block. Quartz bits. So that's what the guys were chasing, is this quartz vein inside that mine. Look at the coloration on that rock. Really green patches, copper staining. I'm nearly done, just got this last corner to go, so I'll get into it. Alright, finished cleaning this out now. Found this old square. I don't know what that is. Might be out of an old drill rod or something from the old timers. This is a material I've got half a bucket full. Super heavy, so I've got to carry it out of here down to a creek to pan it all out. So that's about it. I'll see you guys at the creek. If you're driving around out here, just be careful you don't go off the side of the track at all. The shaft's right on the edges of the track, pretty much everywhere you go. And I'd recommend not bringing a dog here at all, actually. Too much to worry about. Just down here at the creek, a spot called the Junction, where the Clear Creek and the 9 Mile Creek join to become Yackandandah Creek. It's a pretty popular little spot. There's a nice campground here, and you can do a bit of panning either side from the junction upwards. This is our camp spot number 5 in Yackandandah. So I'll take this material down the creek and I'll pan it out and give you guys a look. Thing in pan number 1. There's actually some gold in that pan. Wow. It's very fine. There's sort of one bigger bit there you can move. Probably 8 little tiny micros. Far out. Snuff bottle. Now I'll keep panning, pan that bucket out, and I'll give you guys a show at the end. Alright, well my GoPro had a tumble into the water. I'm sure you probably just saw that. So I'm on my phone now. But the very next pan after that, I don't know if you guys can see that bit of gold. There's a quartzy piece there. Focus. Just with gold all through it. And there's this other little speck here. Little quartz specie with gold all through it. And then there's that nice big flat piece there. Unbelievable. And there's probably 3 or 4 other little specks there too. That's what I was hoping for, guys. Absolutely unreal. I'll keep going anyway. I've got probably another two pans left. I had to go and get the little pan because I was worried that I was going to lose those bits. So I pan into the other big pan. Woo! This is the very next pan, guys. So that's all gold, and then there's 2 more of these pieces. Very heavy. Another one there. Might actually be amalgam, I think. Anyway, I'll sucker them all up. I can't believe this, guys. I cannot believe it. It's unreal. Last pan, guys. Alright guys, I've finished panning out all that material now. I'll just give you a quick look. So there's these 5 little balls of amalgam. Well, they're not little, they're quite big. See that I can actually bend that. Move it around. And then there's just a few other little specks in there. I'll try and get some close-up photos later on. I really need to get a better camera for taking these close-ups to show you guys. But anyway, I'm stoked with that. I'll go home and do a bit of research. I'm pretty sure that is amalgam. I haven't really got any before, so I'm not sure. But it bends and it certainly looks like gold, so I think it is. G'day guys, so I'm back at home. I've cleaned up the gold that I got out of that stamper. I'm just going to give it a quick weigh up now for you guys to have a look at. So bear with me, I'll just turn the scales on. Tear that off and I'll tip the gold in. So 0.64 ended up with there. Not too bad considering. I'm pretty happy with that. I was only there for a little while, and you know, it was just more about showing you guys the area and having a good look at the old stamper. So thanks for coming along, and until the next one, cheers guys.